So I have with me here Karen Glass, and I'm very excited to have her here to tell you about a few things she's going to be doing with me with the beautiful teaching team. And it's really exciting. So, Karen, I'd like you to tell our listeners what you are going to be offering for them this year.
All right. Well, I don't know if everyone has heard the news, but there's going to be a new edition, a new affordable edition of David Hicks' book, Norms and Nobility, which I have read over 25 years ago. And it's just been absolutely foundational in my understanding of classical education. So the book will be released on August 6th. It can be pre-ordered on Amazon now. And so we'll start in September with a book study, which will last. There will be 13 classes every 2 weeks because it takes time to read this book. And I'm just looking forward to going through this book study with, a new group of people, maybe people who want to reread and study, or people who haven't read it before.
Well, I love that you're offering this as a slow read, very true to the Charlotte Mason method of not devouring a book, but going through it with time to contemplate. And I know you did this last year, and we had great feedback about that. Do you want to share a little bit about that?
Yes. Well, I repeatedly asked my participants in that class if they could have read it faster, like if they wanted to go a little more quickly, and they were unanimous in saying they needed 2 weeks to be able to deal with each chapter in that book, because it isn't just it's not a book that actually can be read quickly. It's a
Right,
book that
right.
deserves time and a slow read.
So you're going to be starting it when and ending it when?
All right, so we'll begin. It's the first week of September. Sorry, the date has
Hmm.
escaped me.
That's okay.
Yeah, but we're beginning the first week in September, and we'll read the first half of the book through the fall of 2024, take a break over the holidays, and then pick up and read the second half of the book in the winter of 2025 and finish up right at the beginning of March.
And we are recording it. So if they can't attend every session, there will be some recordings available for a time. And are you going to use the Canva platform again? You want to let our
Yes,
listeners know
yes.
how that works?
So in addition to our, meeting every 2 weeks in a live session, which that will be taking place on Tuesday evenings, we will also have use the Canvas platform for offline discussions so that we can, just continue to share our thoughts outside of that live meeting. And I will also make available to everyone who is part of that class my extensive study notes from Norms and Nobility, which you can read along with uh, the chapters, and I don't, because I spent so much time on those, reading those notes by the time you finish the class is the equivalent of reading another book, along, along with along with Norms and Nobility.
Yeah, well, maybe you should publish that too. That'll be fun. Can you tell our listeners a little bit about what other projects you're working on with me?
So one of the things that I will be doing most, the soonest is speaking at the in Vital Ideas
It's Vital
conference.
Ideas. Yeah.
Yeah, Vital Ideas conference that's going to be to here at the end of June. I'm speaking on June 29th, and I will just be talking about how important it is that those vital ideas are feeding the minds of our children. And then in July, I'm going to be offering a couple of seminars on very specific narration topics. One that I offered last year for parents who have students who have been doing oral narration and they're just ready to begin written narration. And then another seminar for students who are very fluent in written narration and they're wanting to have more instruction about how to build on that foundation and turn the written narration into formal composition. So I'll be offering those two seminars in July.
Okay. Thank you. Well, for all of our listeners, all of the information that Karen just gave, you can go to our registration page for our classes, which is beautifulteaching.coursestorm.com. You can also get there from our website, beautifulteaching.com. And the safest way to stay in touch with all of the classes and offerings that Karen has for us, she has offerings every year with us, would be to register or sign up for our newsletter. I don't send out more than maybe one a month, but I try to feature all of my consultants in that newsletter. So to stay up to date with what Karen's doing, as well as some of our other consultants, just go to beautifulteaching.com and you'll be able to sign up for the monthly newsletter. Thank you, Karen, and I'm really excited to have you offering all of this for our people. And thank you so much. I really, really love working with you.
Oh, well, thank you. I've enjoyed the opportunities, and it's been a pleasure teaching classes with beautifulteaching.com.
Thank you.